What's up, everybody? Hello! Welcome back to another kind of sort of random stream because I haven't been streaming a lot because I have been trying to not die quite literally from a wonderful infection called C. diff, which is the second time in 5 months. So I tried to stream a couple days ago, unfortunately, and what happened was just wasn't going well. Barely with it. Playing like the worst input reading fighting games you could possibly ever do. And then the power goes out from the windstorm. We had 50-mile-per-hour winds, so I was like, okay, that's it, I'm done. So I'm back again. I'm not playing Yakuza 0 just yet because I still want to be kind of more with it before I do. Like I said, still feeling very sick, very run down, a lot of pain. But I'm gonna play some Killer Instinct. Hey, it's Friendly Tiger. How's my Christmas? It was pretty terrible, to be honest. It wasn't having to do anything with the holiday itself or the family or anything like that, but unfortunately I've been getting incredibly ill with a bacterial infection called C. diff. So it's basically I was going to the bathroom every 10 minutes. So it's that kind of ruins your life for a long time. So yeah, so it wasn't the best for me, but it just happens, sometimes you get sick like that. But today, the goal for the stream is I'm going to be playing Killer Instinct. I actually bought this game from its original, I think it was Games for Windows Live when it first came out, the PC version, Windows 10. And I kind of messed around with it here and there, but I never learned how to play the game. I do know it's kind of different from the original Killer Instinct that I'm used to. Pardon me. So I decided tonight, let's sit down and kind of figure it out. See how that goes. So hopefully, though, Friendly Tiger, your Christmas is pretty good. Better than mine, at least. I'm pretty sure a lot of people's was. Hopefully got some good stuff. Still waiting for my stuff to appear. Alright. So once again, this is a brand new game for me, pretty much, so let me know if I need to readjust the audio or anything like that. Menu space. Nope, I have an arcade stick. We're gonna hit a button on that. Alright, so one thing I did kind of notice is the game looks a little bit dark. I did a very early test. I just did basically a graphics benchmark earlier, and the game looked a little bit dark. So I'm gonna see if I can bring up brightness a little bit. Is it doing anything? Oh, barely. Good lord. Alright, so let's see how this looks. This is basically just the PC running a stress test, so we'll see what it does. Looks a little brighter. That looks a little bit better. There's something I've learned is what I see versus what Twitch sees is completely different. Okay. Maybe it was all the shadows that was causing it to look really dark earlier, because I mean these two are the flashiest characters. Okay, cool. Yeah, so of course, like I said, let me know if I need to readjust the audio or anything like that. But I have two versions of this game. I have the Games for Windows Live version, I think it was, when it first came out, Windows 10. Messed around with it here and there. I think I played my friend Pat once or twice. Kind of just screw around with it. Didn't really understand what I was doing. But I am a huge fan of the original 1994 Killer Instinct. And I was really disappointed that version never got ported to the Nintendo 64, because I was expecting that, and then, my friend Pat on Christmas, he's like, Ken, I got Killer Instinct. I'm like, yeah, go over to his place, and it's Killer Instinct 2, which I had never played before, and I'm not really a fan of, to be honest. So, they also ported this over to Steam, or had a Steam version. So there should be like, so, and that's what I'm playing right now, because they had it for like $10, something like that, and it had like all the characters with the exception of like Shadow Jago. It's master. Okay, good. Teach you the ropes. Now let's just go into practice. Let's see what I can figure out this way. So I'm gonna try to see if I can figure out the game, and as usual, like what I remember, pardon me, is like Jago's kind of like the starter character. He's kind of like the Ryu of the series. Oh, cool. It's got his retro costume, which doesn't look that great, really, in my opinion. Alright. And let's see. General Rom? Wow. Hey, it's Alvaron! Yeah, I'm slowly getting there. Still feel really sick, but doing slightly better. I mean, today I had to go do some shopping and help out, so I got like super worn down, a lot of pain, but it's a long road. So actually tomorrow I need to call and see about seeing an infectious diseases doctor, which is fun. It's like, yes, ladies, I am single. So by the way, Solveron, how's the audio so far? Is it like, is it too loud, too quiet? Okay, I need to remap these buttons. I'm hitting two different buttons. I'm hitting like jab and fierce, and yeah, these controls are all screwed up. That is awesome. Okay, voice game is a little low. I can turn that up. No problem. Like I said, I always have that rule in my stream. It's like, if audio needs to be readjusted, let me know. I am more than happy to do that. Okay, so it does change with what you put in. Let's do 3-3. Combo assist disabled. Hell yes, I don't want combo assist. I love that the audio for the game, though, however, like, you start moving around, plays the original Killer Instinct theme song. That is great. Okay, so let's take a look. Yeah. I just changed it when you mentioned that it was not loud enough, and this has me kind of worried because I'm hitting these buttons and I'm getting like input delay. Okay, maybe it's just like the time for the recovery, but yeah, if it needs to be refined further, like if the game audio is too loud or too quiet or so, just let me know. Okay, this training music sucks. So here's what we're gonna do. Just before the stream, I was playing the old Killer Cuts CD. Back when like the Super Nintendo got a port of Killer Instinct 1, which is mind-blowing when you think about it. There's like two games that I'm amazed got ported to the Super Nintendo. One is Killer Instinct, and two is Street Fighter Alpha 2. So yeah, I actually have the Killer Cuts CD. I found it about a couple of years ago, about 2 or 3 years ago, and ripped it to my computer. So yeah, let's just play that in the background instead. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is turn down the music on this in the game. We're going to put in some better music. Well, it's just going to kick on there because I'm in the menu because I had to do that. Okay, here we go. So let's see, I got Fireball and all its wonderful particle effects. Oh, you can charge it, okay. So that's Fireball Kick. Large, okay. Dragon Punch. Alright, so... And... Oh, okay, so is that a forward? Yeah, it's a forward. So he's got like a Akuma... like roundhouse kick. You hit like forward and like roundhouse, you just walk forward. Wonder if you can cancel out anything. Yeah, you can. Okay. So certain things can be canceled. I remember the original structure for Killer Instinct having like a opener, opener, auto doubler, linker, and then like a finisher. That's how like the progression of the combos would go. So, pardon me. So you'd have like an opener, which I think is like usually like a move. Like he'd have that, but if you hit another button, I think like another fierce, it should create a little mini combo. Yeah, okay, cool. So did a 3-hit for just 2 button presses. So opener, linker. That just got cinematic. Okay. Wait a minute here. Okay. Well, this is interesting. Okay, so I just noticed, like, I'm hitting TJ combo. What is his... What is my move list? Wind kick. Laser sword, okay. Okay, so let's try. Wow, that was just... So I'm trying to see if I can go... Like, I'm just trying to figure out like, the combo structure. It should be like light into medium and then into fierce, I would think. Not really sure, but... Okay. Okay, that's cool. I just noticed something. Okay, because I was looking at TJ combos, like, the health bar as I was doing stuff. I noticed that it's taking off hits as I'm working on a combo, like, super basic. But you also have, like, white health going out. But if you do, like, a finisher, like, a close out the combo with, like, another... Like, Dragon Punch seems to do it, and I think Fireball might do it too. You take off life, so what happens if I fail that? And that was another finisher, so... Okay, so I know this is training mode and all, but I'm wondering, like, if you don't finish a combo with, like, a certain move, like if you don't do it with the Dragon Punch or the Laser Sword, which is this move, if it doesn't take off the combo damage I'm doing. Yeah, it doesn't look like it does it, so let's try it again, but... And that does it instead. Yeah, okay, cool. So what is this around the world? Auto doubles by pressing... Oh, okay, so it can do a lower strength into an auto double. So heavy, the medium to light. Okay, so let's see... Okay, cool. And throws are just like third strike. Or if you do light punch, light kick together. What does medium punch, medium kick do? Nothing for now. Oh, okay, I also have hit dependent things, so back and fierce is stronger. And I have shadow moves. Okay, so it's like, it seems like a lot of combos are doing a lot of damage. Except for I don't know what that bar is on the left, what it does. Like, when the combo starts up, it's like a green bar. Okay, so what else do I got? Here we go. Let's put it on infinite to see what this does. Okay, so this is some kind of status. So, can I cancel a shadow move into another shadow? I need infinite shadow. So let's try, let's see. You can. Okay, so that would basically drain my entire shadow meter. Okay, and as far as I'm aware, combo breakers are also double, like, either light punch, light kick, medium punch, medium kick, hard punch, hard kick at the same time during a combo. So let's see if I can get the dummy to do something. Record, okay. So how do I record? that's my next question. And I don't know. Okay, that's not good. Alright, let me Google that real quick. Killer Instinct, how to record dummy recording. Hey, apparently I'm not the only person to wonder about that. Okay. And it seems like people are confused about it too. So I was trying to see like if I could practice that. But okay, so I have kind of an idea about it at least. Playback. What does this do? Okay. Oh, so it's actually recording what I'm doing. It just doesn't tell me. Okay. Okay, so let's try. They have completely changed TJ combo. Alright, it's cool, Friendly Tiger. See you later. Nope. Okay, that doesn't do it. Maybe it's 2 punches? No, that wouldn't make sense. Or maybe you can't do it because I was just hitting jab. Those are all just autos. Nope, okay. Ah, alright. Well, let's try to see if I can do something with the game now. Like, actual gameplay. Quit. Yes. Okay, so let's put the music back on for the game. Audio. There we go. So what in the world is Shadow Lords? So it's the story mode, I guess? Save the Earth from the forces of Gargos. Wow, it was like, I think it was the guy from number 2. For the store. Probably just like linking back to Steam. Oh, fighters. Okay, it's probably... Jago, I own everything. Okay, clear notifications. Sounds good. There's only one I don't own, and that's Shadow Jago, because I remember he was like $10 or something crazy. Okay, and you can get ones to, like, skins to unlock radioactive green Hulk versions of the characters, I guess. Okay. Let's see. Profile card boosters. Alright, so let's... What is in your single player? Fight AI opponents. Okay, well, story mode. That's probably the closest thing to arcade. Well, I mean, we'll give that a shot. Unlock all 3 endings for each character, reveal the Merle, XP rewards, and more. Okay. It always makes me wonder, like, why arcade, like, why fighting games just can't have, like, straight-up arcade modes anymore. Threat level extreme. After a lifetime devoted to purity and discipline. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that voice anymore. Jago is tortured by knowledge that last vestiges of evil tiger spirit, Gargos, remains within him. He sets forth to discover an opponent strong enough to purge Gargos' corruption in the crucible of combat. Press menu to continue. I guess that's start. Glacius looking weirder than he did ever. Yeah, it's just like, what happened to the old, like, Street Fighter style, you know? Anything, even like 15 years ago, fighting games had arcade modes. It was like, just at least fight 8 random people, get to a boss, done. I do love the particle effects, though. I mean, that is beautiful. Wow, it's like... Glacius is like so friggin' slow in this one. It's like, I noticed, like, I'm not building up, like, hardly any meter. I guess maybe you gotta take more damage to build, like, your shadow meter in the upper corner. Are you kidding me? Okay, so ultra combos are just finishers now? Really?
I'm afraid your path ends here.
Supreme victory!
Okay, so ultras have been... I guess they wanted everybody to do ultras, I guess. It's just a... Like, I finished the combo. And it just automatically went into ultra. Whereas before, I remember, like, the original arcade Killer Instinct, like, you had to do, actually, a specific, like, move to trigger it. So, huh. Okay. Over performed. So you can get, like, a breakdown of what you did. Okay. What is it? Oh, advance is just continue forward. Yeah, it's like, I like the original arcade one. I would love to own the original arcade machine for Killer Instinct 1. I know they're kind of hard to come across, and they have a tendency to have problems, but I'd love to have that in my collection. Oh, he's got his classic theme. Okay, why is that sticking to me? Okay, so I don't have, like, air fireballs or anything. Wow, that just linked together.
I'm afraid your path ends here.
Supreme victory!
I mean, it looks like I'm doing good right now. Like I said, I'm a complete and total beginner at this. And I know that the AI is, like, super brain dead at the moment. I'm expecting, like, this third round here to just, like, whoop up and just beat me into the ground. Okay, so this is, like, mode... Like I said, does it go on forever or not? I'm kind of like, I really don't know. Because I remember when this first launched, originally for games for Windows, it was like, almost like, it's like nothing was in the game. People complain about like Street Fighter V, but I mean, this launched bare bones as hell. Oh wow, if you get locked out, you are out forever. It's like, that was like a good 4 seconds or so. Cool, okay. I remember taking a screenshot of, like, when the game launched, it's like, hey, welcome to Killer Instinct on PC, and, like, nothing is there. Okay, so that was down. So I know you definitely don't want to get in the habit of constantly doing the same move over and over to open. Because the computer or opponent will definitely figure it out. So it's kind of like you can start to see in a combo a little bit like what is what.
I'm afraid your path ends here.
Wow, okay, so I am looking at like a frozen screen. Holy crap, what happened? It's like my frame rate just like totally, absolutely friggin' died. And if you see that happen, let me know, because it's like, whoa, holy crap, that's not cool. No, it's actually like my OBS like indicator went completely red, dropped frames like crazy, and then came back. I was like, whoa, okay. So apparently that was me on my side. I'm not sure if it's internet problems, which I have been having occasionally here and there, but it's like, yeah, if that happens, let me know. Or if it's not running 60 frames per second, definitely let me know. But there is, of course, something I can do, which is turn down some graphical options, just to make sure that it doesn't, like, it's not being too stressed processor-wise, trying to stream and play on the same computer, which can happen. So let's try that real quick. Let's go into... I'm not sure if I can do it. We'll start this match, and then we'll see if it does it or not. Like, if I can pause and get into the graphical options here. Okay, so I can do stuff with the graphics. Okay, cool. So let's turn down some stuff. Bloom, not really needed, probably. And if you just look at, like, the skin around Jago or Spinal there, you see it just, like, going hazy to clean. That's kind of not really needed. And aliasing, we're keeping that on. We're not making it look like garbage. And we'll do that. Well, that'll be fine. What really annoys me is chromatic aberration and motion blur. I mean, it just usually makes stuff just look terrible. Keep settings. So just to confirm, yes. Okay, so let's try that. Like I said, let me know if that happens again or it just drops out. It just, usually like motion blur just looks like fuzzy. And I hate it when graphics look really fuzzy. Haha, I threw you. Did not mean to do the shadow version. Come on.
I'm afraid your path ends here.
Supreme victory.
Okay. So let's try turning down shadows and the medium, see if that helps. So it's like you can run games like full on, no problems, and then like you launch OBS and it just like starts screwing up. I'll just put them to low. Alright, so basically I'm looking to get past this match and then see if there's anything past Fulgore, because I remember in the original Killer Instinct, like, Fulgore was like one of the last people you fought right before you get to, like, Idol. So I'm wondering if that's the case or not. Okay, that was heavy.
I'm afraid your path ends here.
Supreme victory.
Okay, so the next screen should show like more of a progression, like who's coming down next. So remember there was a mode early on they had, it was just like infinite fights. It's like, I definitely don't want to do that. I want to have some kind of resolution. So after Fulgore. Okay, so I think Fulgore is the last of this one, so it's kind of running through like an arcade type deal. Okay, so that gives me hope. Orchid was one of my mains in the original Killer Instinct.
Target spotted.
What? She's not wearing a skin-tight leotard anymore?
Quick.
Kinda, yeah. I can definitely get that vibe. Not meaning to do all these shadow moves. Okay, starting to pick up on, like, the pacing for... I swear this game just likes to do shadow moves when it feels like. It's like, I'm not attempting to. The game's just like, nah, we're gonna do one. Okay, so if I get hit with a combo and break it, it looks like I'm getting a lot of my life back. Well, you would have definitely liked the first Killer Instinct. That was like kind of mashery. Definitely Soul Calibur is a button masher game. People get upset when I say that.
Supreme victory.
They're like, it is not. I'm like, if you can, like that, and let's see what else is it, like Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3. Not Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3. Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3, and Dragon Ball FighterZ is definitely a button masher game. I cannot figure out the timing to that game, and I'm like I've been trying to get through the story of Dragon Ball FighterZ, and it's just like, I can't figure out the timing for most stuff because it's like these extreme autos. It's like you do like 1 or 2 button presses, and it's like you have like 4 or 5 hits coming out, and you hit like punch, and it's like it's doing like punches and kicks and everything else. I'm like, I hate it when games do that. Pardon me. Okay, because it's like, if you hit like punch and a kick comes out, that screws me up. Which is what really screwed me up. Like Marvel vs. Capcom 1 I liked. It was a 6-button layout like Street Fighter, I understood that. And then Marvel vs. Capcom 2 went to like a 4-button layout where you have like light, medium, heavy, and like special. And, you know, you could just hit like light repeatedly and you'll get punches and kicks coming out. It just throws me off. My brain just doesn't adapt to that well. So you recall having fun Killer Instinct in the arcade? That was just nostalgia, maybe just because button mashing, cool stuff happened. It was a really cool game when it came out, though. I mean, they hyped the hell out of it. It was the Nintendo Ultra 64 coming soon to the Nintendo Ultra 64, and it's gonna be just like the arcade, and that's a total crock, you know, total absolute lie. But I mean, it was a lot of fun. You could always hear if an arcade had a Killer Instinct machine, because you just hear the announcer just screaming through it. Kind of like 1975 for the Neo Geo. It's like you could tell if any arcade had this in it. Okay, I gotta say, it looks all funky here with lower settings. Okay, that was heavy. So I still love these particle effects. These are awesome. Because I remember like reading or seeing a documentary on Killer Instinct, and they actually like intentionally made it louder than anything else like in the arcade, just so you could know like it drown out the other machines just for fun. You know, it's like they intentionally wanted like the screams of the announcer to be the loudest thing, and they were designed to be that way. It's like you could tell. I mean, that thing was just going thundering through. Crap. Oops, screwed that up.
I'm afraid your path ends here.
Supreme victory!
What I missed though, like definitely missed from the first game, are finishing moves. They do not exist in this version. You had like finishing moves you could do. You could also, I know that they put these in here for certain stages, like get to be positioned a certain way. Because I've watched Maximilian stream this game before. Like where if you hit him, like the original game, like you'd be on top of a building, you could knock him off the top and like into lava down below or into a car or something like that. It was kind of cool. And they do have certain stage finishers depending on where you are. Certain requirements I think can trigger them. But I'm not too sure about that exactly positioning for it. Okay. So I'm still not sure about ultra combos though. Because it still feels like... It seems like it's just like a normal finisher kind of does it, but not all the finishers, though. Yeah, well, actually, the entire game was CGI rendered technically, and they just transferred to 2D sprites. It was like what they did for Donkey Kong Country, basically. But yeah, it's like they had like more animation to them. You could tell it was like more fluid because you didn't have direct input on it, so it could be a little more animated, I guess is the word I'm looking for. Okay, I'm Shadow Jago now, okay. Or I'm not. I guess it's just an advertisement for the two characters. Because I'm doing nothing here. But hey, they're playing the classic Killer Instinct, though. The music. And it's like, the finishers were goofy, a lot of them, but I mean, it just added more charm to the game, because it was like the Killer Instinct came out in the era where Mortal Kombat was big. So it was like, they're like, well, Mortal Kombat has finishers, that's popular, we gotta have fatalities of some sort here in our game as well. So it's like, you had Orchid, like one of hers was like literally she killed you with her breasts, like she just like, you couldn't see it but she flashed, and apparently like you would just like die from either A, she had really great work done, or B, she had a Tara Reid job done, and it was just so terrible you die from just looking at it. And like in other words, like she'd turn into a frog and stomp on you. It was just like, it wasn't like to be taken seriously, really. Pardon me. Then you had some like Fulgore, whose like head would transform to like a big gun and just like shoot you to death. Like really, it was like 100 bullets, blood everywhere. So it was kind of inconsistent, really, for the level of violence they're going for. Now, the Xbox One version of this game, people have it, they also got the original 1994 arcade version. I think Killer Instinct 2 as well, the original arcade versions. Unfortunately for PC, don't have it. So if you wanted to play that, you'd have to emulate it through MAME. But I would have loved it if they had this version, like the PC version. Like, I'm playing the Steam version of the game. Because screw that Games for Windows Live nonsense. But yeah, I would have loved it if it came with the original Killer Instinct. I didn't like Killer Instinct 2. It was just, they changed things around too much for me. Like, I hate it when you have a game where you have a moveset and then the next game they completely change things up. Like, TJ Combo was one of my 2 or 3 mains I used in Killer Instinct, and then Killer Instinct 2, completely different moveset. In this game, I have no idea what any of his moves are. I tried to do some of his basic combos, couldn't do any of them. Like I said, my friend Pat, though, he got, was a KI Gold, which is basically a Killer Instinct 2 for Nintendo 64. He got that for Christmas one year. And I had never played Killer Instinct 2 before, so I'm over at his place, because, I mean, we'd played the hell out of Killer Instinct 1 on Super Nintendo, because it was the most available thing. And it was just like, what is this game? This is not Killer Instinct. You know, I was expecting a port of the first game, and it wasn't. And then I see, like, all the moves are changed around. I just never got used to it. Alright, so how long does this go on? Jeez. Ooh, I saw Maximilian Christensen. He did work on this game. Alright, skip it. This is going on forever. Okay, cool. So that was... Fight? What did I get here now? So now I still have 0 Killer Instinct Gold. So this is, I'm betting microtransaction stuff. Yeah, you can buy gold for $1. No thanks. Okay, so that's what we just saw. Unlocks a player. Oh, okay, so things are unlocking. I'm not sure if these are all unlocked already or not. So let's see this. Level 37. Yeah, so you have to buy it for enough gold or hit a certain level. So either you pony up money for it, or unlock it when you hit level 37. I'm only at level 4. But this card is like, oh, that's cool. So that's a practice mode. Oh, only for practice mode? That stinks. These are the original Killer Instinct ones here right now, which you can take a look at them bigger. That's like the rooftop stage. That's the car you'd knock them onto. Unlocks at player level 4. Okay, so it says that I'm at 4. Well, at least for Jago, at least. I'm not sure if that's like for everybody. Concept art. Okay, so you can do modifications as well. Okay. Ancient Tiger Mask. Different colors. Different shin guards. Ooh, different weapons. I mean, it's gonna be the same thing, but just looking different. It's not gonna change the properties, I doubt it. Okay, so I saw that... Yeah, so I don't understand it, because it said like, hey, you can get like level 4, you unlock the classic voice announcer. and it's still stuck on new. I don't have a way to change that. So, I don't know. It sounds to me like they're just trying to get more money out of me. And I've already bought the game, so screw that. Okay, so let's try. So I just did that. That was like really easy. See what Shadow Lords is. And the game is it's fun. It's definitely button mashy. I mean, you can easily fall into that trap. There's also like, I know there's a combo assist in here too, which makes things like super easy. It's not bad, so it's kind of intriguing. There's definitely depth to it. Like, I've noticed, like, there's a lot of ways you can start off a combo, like just the same openers over and over, but you can also do, like, I'm sure there's a name for it, I just don't know what it's called, where you can just do like a normal move and then link into it, kind of like I was doing like a Street Fighter move. Like, I do a crouching medium kick into like a fireball and then start, you know, combos that way. So it does definitely give you option for combos. Okay, so yeah, it's still okay. So it liked it that time. So let's see what saving the Earth from the forces of Gargos is. Shadow Lords' tutorial is a continuous experience that must be played from start to finish. Unable to accept invites or leave Shadow Lords until the tutorial concludes on turn 3. Okay. Give me 1 second. There's something I want to look for real fast. Pardon me. Where is it? Oh yeah, I forgot I had this too. I'm taking a look at different things, and Fightcade is a thing. I forgot about that. Fightcade like 2 development is pretty much stopped for the moment. So that's kind of a shame, because it's like they were doing this all in their own time, but maybe I should do a Fightcade stream one of these days. But I'm starting to feel like I'm getting better slowly but surely. So I definitely want to start playing into Yakuza 0. Not tonight, probably in the next stream I do. But, you know, I usually play when I'm doing like my series, like I do with the Metal Gear Solid series, I'd go through, I'd play a game, like two days of that game, then I'd play something different, just so I wouldn't burn out and get tired, like, oh god, why am I playing this game still type deal, like, you know, to basically kind of keep me active and keep going. But, you know, it's just, maybe I'll do a Fightcade night or something. Ah, here we go, I found the photo I was looking for. So, when Killer Instinct started off on PC, it was literally like I said, a completely broken game, like nothing worked. It was ridiculous. So it would keep crashing non-stop. But when you first started up, it said, "Welcome to Killer Instinct version 1.0 on Windows 10. Please pardon our dust while we improve these features. Performance grading and hardware compatibility tests, cross-buy content purchases between Xbox One and Windows 10, Xbox One fight stick support coming soon." They launched a fighting game that did not support fight sticks. Not even Xbox One or Xbox 360 sticks did not work on Killer Instinct when it first launched. And many others. Details on, you know, our website. So they launched a fighting game that did not support fight sticks. Just stop and think about that for a second. That is unacceptable. Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm not godlike or challenging. Let's do normal. For players to new to fighting games, easier enemies, fewer rewards. I can live with fewer rewards, you know? So this is like the first time I've really kind of been playing the game, so we'll roll with that.
There is another dimension, the astral plane. It is ruled by the evil tyrant Gargos. Long ago, the other astral beings resisted this Shadow Lord, but he slew them all and stole their powers. Good creatures, known as Guardians, fled from Gargos and his minions, escaping to other dimensions. And they sealed the astral plane behind them, so that the corruption of Gargos could never taint another world. Until the sorcerer Khan Ra reopened that
Shao Kahn? What?
manipulated by
Shang Tsung?
Gargos' powerful mind control. Now Gargos is invading the Earth with his army of duplicate fighters called Mimics. This twisted demigod must be stopped, or he will enslave the human race forever. Meanwhile, in San Francisco's Chinatown, the Kung Fu master Kim Wu has inherited one of the last free astral beings, the Dragon Spirit, and Gargos will stop at nothing to take it from her. The warrior monk Jago is no stranger to the treacheries of Gargos.
I wonder if this is like the Mortal Kombat storylines, like where you're basically you don't have a choice of who you're playing as.
And he asks Kim to join their war against the merciless Shadow Lord. An astral portal opens, spewing forth a demon of Gargos, sent to eliminate Kim Wu and Jago.
Okay, so I'm guessing this is like Mortal Kombat storylines, like Mortal Kombat 9 and 10, which are freaking fantastic. For me, they have set the bar for how to do a story in a video game and a fighting game of all things. Like, you know, once again, Street Fighter, Capcom just screwed it with 5 horribly. But it's like basically you progress through, but you don't have choice of who your character is just because you're moving with the story. So it's like, so you said like how sad it seems like Mortal Kombat the story sounds. Definitely, I agree with you on that. But I was also thinking the same thing like Dragon Ball FighterZ, like wow, the same thing with the fake clones coming to fight everybody. It's just like that game too, except for that's all you fight are just these clones. So it's just one thing after another copying each other.
Omen, what are you doing here? Where's the dramatic voice announcer?
Come for you, brother. We're brothers. I have a brother. Gargos calls. Will you answer? Will you pick up the call? And will you accept the long distance charges? Use 1-800-COLLECT. Haha. Remember when collect calling was a thing? Wow, I feel old again. Kind of. I don't know. It's like it's been a while since I played Tournament Fighters. I do own it for the Super Nintendo, but I think the Genesis had a different storyline. I remember I know they're completely different games. You know, for combat and structure, and I think story too. Because the Super Nintendo version was just a straight off like a tournament that was like being aired on television. April O'Neil's the announcer type deal. So I think the Genesis might have that clone storyline you're talking about. So it teaches you how to play the game as well. Okay, so it's like a story mode with death metal in the background. Alright, 6 basic attacks, light, medium, heavy. Yes, I am aware. Use basic attacks on your opponent now in the order shown. Dude, why? Be cool. Why? Yes. Can you imagine like this, like, Jago, you will come with me, you know, submit to my master, but first let me tell you how to fight me, and we're gonna be real patient, and just hang in there, buddy. You know, I want you to make sure that before you fight my evil master, you know exactly the ins and outs of combat. You're sure you're a highly trained monk warrior, but let's make sure you know how to punch and kick, sometimes in the same order. It's not a Hadoken, it's an Endoken. Endokuken. Yep. Alright. Wow, that was easy. Did Don King arrange this match? Oh, speaking of Don King and things that were rigged, I saw the, gosh, Floyd Mayweather Japanese fight. Wow, that was completely, totally rigged. Alright, Solveron, well, thanks for dropping by. It's good to see you. Yeah, it's definitely keep recovering, keep working on it. But thanks for dropping by, hanging out. Alright, Jago has 3 other special attacks. Check the command list to see how to execute them. Nah, I'm fine with that.
A mysterious power draws Jago to the portal. He enters and then vanishes. Arriving in the astral plane, he is dropped at the feet of Gargos.
Why do you aid these pitiful Earth beings, Jago? It is time for you to join your brothers by my side, and together we can rule this universe for eternity.
But
Else I
Jago
blow you
will
up.
never again bow to the hated Gargos.
Okay, so I have a feeling it's gonna make me try to fight him and just totally get my butt kicked. Having never seen this mode before and having no idea what's going to happen, that's just gonna be my random guess. Dude, I just said I'm not gonna join you. Okay.
Fight on!
Combos are hard to kill our instinct. Start a combo by attacking Gargos first. Hold forward and press any button to get your combo started. Pressing any button to continue your combo. Okay. Combo assist mode is enabled. No wonder. I'm thinking that's not how combos work in this game, but if combo assist mode is on, it sure is. Yeah, that's all done on one button. That's just basically, this is like, if you played Dragon Ball FighterZ but not played this game like I didn't before today, pretty much, that's just a straight up auto combo, which I am not a fan of auto combos in a game, which is why I always say turn them off. Do not depend on auto combos. Learn how to play the game. But then you have a game like Dragon Ball FighterZ where it's just built into the mechanics, you can't get rid of it, so you're kind of hosed on that. Mission combo ender is extremely important. Killer instinct. Let's do it one more time. This time with kicks. Okay. And especially if you're doing these auto combos, I mean, you're pretty much like stuck with one button, maybe. That's going to be like super easy to break. Even a noob like me. All right. When your opponent attacks, break pause the game at the right time, press the buttons as prompted to resume, and break out of the combo. Let's try breaking a heavy combo. Okay, so that's medium. So I was wondering when I was going to pause it to tell me to do it, so... Oops. This was a light. I don't like that it's teaching people to use the auto combo system
but he was
at all.
tricked. Gargos was merely toying with it. The Shadow Lord reveals his new and even
Should have like
more
adapted to
powerful
whatever
self.
you have it set to. So if you want to use the auto combos, it tells you to do it
Jake
this way. Or if
summons
you do
all
it
of his remaining shadow energy
default
for a
classic
final
or whatever you call it,
desperate
do it
attack.
that way.
But the Shadow Lord is too powerful, and Jago is blasted through the portal, scattering shadow energy across the globe.
Burning up on re-entry since he's coming through from space into the atmosphere. Blowing up Felix Baumgarten, breaking the sound barrier.
A mimic Kim Woo has emerged from the portal along with Jago. Kim must destroy her copied self or die. Kim has defeated her mimic, and it drops astral items. The nefarious sorcerer Kan-Ra, a wielder of ancient magics. He tells Kim that the Killer Instinct fighters need her help to build a weapon capable of defeating Gargos. Kan-Ra teleports Kim and Jago to his lair, avoiding the wrath of Gargos.
Wait. I thought he was the one who summoned.
Welcome, Miss Wu. I have brought you to my emporium out of necessity. Jago is dying. Give me the items dropped by the Mimic, and I will give you a relic to heal him.
Or me.
Quickly, there is no more time. Jago's spirit is almost gone.
You can use the bubbles dropped by Mimic Kim Woo to help revive Jago. My choices are give him the ingredients or give him the ingredients. I'm going to choose give him the ingredients completely of my own choice and volition. I know exactly what this is about. I am in complete and total control of all my choices.
These are dark times.
We need to craft a Phoenix Relic to revive Jago.
Yes, this will do nicely.
Okay, so this is like an RPG, I guess. I'm actually going to be exiting out of this just to basically get into some fights. Let's see. Okay, select Jago. Welcome back. You need my help to take on Gargos. Bring the Astral Gems to his minions. I can summon a powerful weapon to aid you. Okay. So, like, you don't have any other options or control at this point. It's like, guess what? You gotta do it. So we're fighting against the Incredible Hulk Jago. Got it. The Shadow Lord has cloned my likeness. No, I am you. It's like, no, I'm not the clone, you're the clone. No, I'm not, you're the clone. Chest magically falls from the sky, okay.
I'm afraid your path ends here.
Supreme victory!
I mean, so far I'm not really a fan of this mode, to be honest. But I appreciate that they put it in, though. You know, it's not the absolute worst thing for me. That is still like Street Fighter V story mode, or actually Tekken 7 story mode is just pure garbage. That's my opinion, at least, of it, though. I mean, it's just not that good. It's Street Fighter V, I'd say, is the absolute worst. It's just ridiculous. Like, everybody keeps... It reminds me of, like, South Park during the Imagination Land episodes, where it's like Cartman keeps leaping through the windows of the Pentagon, and finally one of the generals asks another guy's like, why is it so easy for children to sneak into the Pentagon? And that's exactly like Street Fighter V story mode. It's like, they're constantly like, oh, we gotta go back to M. Bison's base, and they're just walking in and around, and there's soldiers there, and nobody cares. And he's threatening to blow up the world, but then these, like, Street Fighters are able to just walk into his base repeatedly and get into fights non-stop with his personnel, and no one ever stops them. It's just totally absurd. It's lazy as hell, really. And the battle of the war against Gargos has all begun. Gaining vulnerability for 15 seconds. So this is like basically you just get unlockables, things to modify the game for this mode only. So 2 turns covers 20% health any other turn. Full shadow meter. Kind of like, I guess, maybe like gems, kind of like, or maybe like fighting EX layer where you have these different attributes you can do to trigger, but except for these are just actually consumables. Just to take a stab at it randomly. Probably completely off, but if anyone's actually played Killer Instinct and knows it, just let me know.
Psychic Breaker allows you to perform easy
I'm trying to learn about this game, so
press a punch and kick button of the same strength simultaneously to activate a Psychic Breaker. Each match starts with at least 1 Psychic Breaker. Additional charges can be earned by taking damage. Guardians also make their fighting partners stronger, increasing their damage and defensive rating, which are key buffs needed to help overcome the forces of Gargos.
I love that when they're in that mode, showing you the stuff, like, hey, here's how Psychic Breakers work, there's a mouse pointer on the screen. That was not my mouse pointer, by the way. That was whoever was recording the video had their mouse on the screen. Okay, so like I am stuck in this mode. Screw that. I am bailing out. Pardon me. I'm going to close the game and relaunch it. So it's going to take a second here for Steam to recognize it's been shut down, but I'm going to relaunch it here in just 1 second. So it's like, is it said like you can't get out of that mode like until after training, but you were stuck in there for a long time. So let's relaunch it. Here we go. Okay, so yeah, Shadow Lords, not for me. Some people might find it interesting, but it's just like, for me, it's like just too hand-holdy. So let's see, what else we got? So, total playtime, 9 minutes, I guess. Let's just bring up the Steam list. I guess so, because it's like, or it's actually, maybe this is tying into the Games for Windows version. Because there are, like, achievements that I've been unlocking. It hasn't been showing up on the stream, I don't think. Like, from Steam, it's been popping up the lower right-hand side of the screen outside of the window. Yeah, achievements, here we go. View all achievements. So I'll pull out my Steam list, take a look. So I've unlocked Stylish Jago, unlock a color for him. Tiger's Fury, heal 10 or more health points while in instant mode Jago. Okay, so there's lots of different things. Reach like for example, like Spinal Master, reach 150 fight challenges with Spinal. So it seems like everyone has one, but at least like 30, 80, and 150 fights with that character. There are a lot of achievements for this game. Holy hell. You know, finishing the story modes with different characters, complete 16 dojo lessons. So let's take a look at the dojo real fast. So I just kind of figured out stuff of my own before I started up, like, you know, going into the kind of pseudo arcade mode. So throws and throw breaks. Okay, so we'll just rock through this. I guess we'll see about it. See how long this takes. Best all-time training mode I've actually ever seen. A lot of people say Guilty Gear Rev. Was it? I have the game. Let's get the actual name for it. Yeah, Guilty Gear Xrd Revelator 2, whatever it is. I have that game. Yeah, the Rev 2 upgrade. I have it all. That is a pretty decent story mode. Like that, like a training mode that teaches you how to do a lot of stuff. But my personal favorite is still Virtua Fighter 4 for PlayStation 2. That game can teach you from basic things like here's what a controller is to like pro high level stuff, which is insane for a training mode. Okay, walking, dashing, jumping. I love the heat distortion. That's cool. There's a lot of neat little graphical touches to this game. Oh, okay, so that's an overhead. So I was finding that out earlier, but I just didn't know. I just thought it was like a modification, but I didn't know it was actually the overhead attack. Okay, so we know that. Let's just... let's see... Fight Archive? Is that it? No, that's not it. Let's jump to something that might be a little more helpful. Seals Master... Dojo... Combo Assist. Go to hell, Combo Assist. Okay, potential damage and combo limit. This might be something, because I've noticed there's like a green bar that pops up, but I don't understand what it does. And you have to do all the other ones before that. Screw that. I'll do that sometime offline. Wait. No, go back. Master. Combo breaker training. That might be interesting. Or it could be horrifically boring. We'll see. Let's just do full work. Why not? Actually, no. We'll back out. We'll make them interesting. Let's do Rash. Oh, I gotta go with his retro. His default looks too realistic. You gotta keep it like the cartoony, traditional Battletoads. I gotta say though, this game is actually kind of fun. Now I'm starting to figure it out. Alright, welcome to Combo Breaker Training. You can practice new combo breakers against opponents at multiple skill levels. New combo breakers graphics are available to assist you. Alright, AI always uses the same strength attacks for the entirety of a combo. No manuals or shadow moves. All linker opener with auto double or same strength. Advanced, get rocked. Get good, scrub. Alright, let's try beginner to see how it goes. Okay. That's light. Okay, so it's like trying to like figure out, see what it is you're... That's heavy. He's like really kind of unusual, so it's kind of hard to tell. Character select. Let's pick a more traditional character so I can kind of get used to it, since I'm still learning the game. Jago, let's just try... Who else we make? Default, I don't like his retro. Let's just try... You can pick Shadow Jago for this? That's cool. I'm sure I'll run across a lot of these guys online. If I ever play online. Okay, his are a little easier to see, definitely. He's got, like, the slower and faster attacks. Oops, that was light. Just as I say that, I get rocked. Here, try that again, buddy. Oh. Okay, well, it's cool that that's here, so you can get used to it. I think that's an awesome, awesome feature. Yes. Okay, let's see. Let's go back in the fight. See what the master is. Trials. Beat one enemy. Dojo listen 3. Eh. Okay, so I did season 1, I think? Okay, so you get different endings for doing different things. Now I understand it, okay. Because I did Ultra Combo, did it like Ultra Combo on her, so I got the second one. Complete story mode, I guess that's it. Complete medium, higher difficulty. So let's try... Every rival on the path to victory. Complete with live action scenes and all new goals and pieces. Ah, okay, so I get it now. So this game did release with different seasons. So these are the season 2 characters who came along. Because this game did not launch with a full roster. No, I hit the wrong button. Okay, so now I understand Season 1, Season 2. I was thinking like Season 2 would be like the same thing but harder, and like you could scroll down and get more characters, but I was wrong. Okay. Hey, it's Nimix. What's up? Good to see ya. Alright. See if we can do this right here. So complete story mode. Thought I did that already. I guess maybe that's the full one? Not sure. Medium higher difficulty. Okay. Well, let's see what this does again. Dude, it's our temple. What are you doing? Summon the Warrior Monk, I got it. Saberwolf, Sako, Aganos. Yeah, so cool. So I'm playing different people this time. That's cool. Okay, that was heavy. Oops. Get rocked. Haha. Surprised I actually managed to land a combo breaker or counter combo. Yay, I'm starting to figure out the game. I keep landing like shadow moves when I'm not trying to though, that's the problem. Still throws me out that like ultras are just finishers in this game.
I'm afraid your path ends here.
You know, you got your opener, your auto double, your linker, and then your finisher. It's like the combo structure as far as figuring out basically off the original Killer Instinct, so they kept that here, but ultra combo finishers used to be a specific move per character that you'd had to pull off at the end of a combo. And this one's just like, just do one and see what happens. So I'm not sure if it's a specific one or not, really, because I've been kind of doing like the laser sword, which is where you like flip the sword around, kind of like back and forth, and that seems to trigger it. But I mean, I'm still learning the game. I mean, I have both versions. I have the Windows 10 version, and I'm playing the Steam version, so, you know, it's like basically just figuring it all out, see how it plays. Sako. Basically the girl from The Ring with a sword. Why, lady? Why did you make me watch that VHS tape? Still love the particle effects in this game, it's amazing. So the one thing I really do miss about this game, compared to the original arcade version, was finishers like Mortal Kombat style, like fatalities that you had. Some of them were really good, some of them were just kind of goofy. Oops. Man, you have like a 1/3 chance of figuring out the combo. And if you get locked out like that, you're just gonna eat a lot.
I'm afraid your path ends here.
So the things that I've managed to figure out myself at least is that when you do a combo, if you don't use an ender, like a special move to finish it off, like Dragon Punch, Laser Sword, or another kick, like a Shadow Kick type deal, where you lunge forward and do those multiple ones there, basically they have like white health that can regenerate back. It's like potential damage, but if you finish them, if you do a finisher move, to close the combo, then that chunk gets taken off. So you really, really don't want to drop combos from what I can figure. It's a fun game though, it's kind of interesting. Aganos. Okay, so this is like, yeah, giant rock monster. So we all know you can punch robots and rocks with your fists and have no problems whatsoever. Okay then, hi there. I say this guy's a brick wall, but I mean, that's just being literal. Oh, that's heavy. Okay. Sir, please. This guy has armor. Oh my gosh. Okay, so yeah, he's got armor to his moves, so you can hit him a couple times and you're not gonna be doing a whole lot of damage. He can still come after you. Can I throw him? Yeah, you can throw him. That's really awkward looking. It's super awkward looking. And you can trap him, because it's a beginner. Nope, like... I mean, just why is like no one concerned that there's a giant rock monster here anyway? Okay.
I'm afraid your path ends here.
Supreme victory!
You know, Microsoft had the perfect opportunity to work with Nintendo and cross over the Rock Monster dude here, like into Zelda Breath of the Wild. It would have been a great tie-in. You could have modifications for Zelda to turn him, like, you know, into the Jago costume. Missed opportunity, Microsoft, I'm telling you. Conra or Shang Tsung in this game.
Fight on!
The Mummy. Please don't sue.
You'll make a fine specimen.
Ready! Fight!
Okay. Anti-air, good. Yay, I just got an achievement or something. Jago Novice, okay. Yeah, this move sometimes seems to like trigger a ultra combo at the end, sometimes it doesn't, so still not quite sure exactly which triggers it, but I know that you do have to close it or end it. Wow, that is one good range throw. Screwed it up. Hey, and
I'm
more.
afraid your path ends here.
Yes, this is pretty. I'm actually kind of surprised because I've been figuring out the game tonight. Because, like I said, I've owned it for about 2 or 3 years since it ever came out on PC, but I've never really played it much. So, played my friend Pat like a couple, like maybe 1 or 2 times, just kind of screwing around, not really understanding how anything worked. So tonight I started to like figure out like, okay, how's the combo system work, things like that. I'm still trying to figure it out. But yeah, it's if you've played the 90s version, the original Killer Instinct from like 94, a lot of it seems to carry over. So that's really helpful, at least if you remember it. But yeah, this is like very 90s, right down to the announcer. They got the same announcer back from that version. But the game's fun. I mean, I can definitely see why people enjoy this game. It's kind of simple. You can button mash your way through it. There is actually an auto combo mode that I don't recommend anyone ever play on any game like that. But yeah, it's very friendly to get into, but it has definitely, there's depth to it. And that's the thing too, is like, especially like the original first Killer Instinct was definitely trying to kind of copy what Mortal Kombat was doing. So I mean, you had like the finishers, but you don't have in this game, like the what is it, the fatalities basically. And, you know, that's the sad thing, it's not in this version of the game. You don't have any type of, you know, fatality moves that I'm aware of, at least. You know, you don't get, like, the countdown move where, like, you have, like, 10 seconds to do a special move and then flash them to death type deal. I still don't know exactly how to do ultras. Hey, Fico. What's going on, buddy? Yes. Just get like some hot water thrown on some salt. You know, like pocket salt, just like throw it in his face and just, it's gonna take a while to kill him that way, but I mean, eventually he'll melt. But yeah, but Killer Instinct 1, absolutely love. Love it to death. Would love to own that arcade machine myself when I get a job again, when I get my back fixed and get a job. Killer Instinct 2 I did not like whatsoever. I just cannot get into that game. But this one, if you like the original Killer Instinct, this game is definitely gonna click. Yes. It's like Jago's like, I'm gonna get you eventually. He just goes home and starts burning tires in his front yard. It's like, I'm playing the long game here.
This should be quick.
I feel like there's got the Akuma walk forward. How did I get locked out? I was just doing nothing but hards. Like is it like Bloody Roar is what you're thinking of? That might be the one you're thinking of. It's Bloody Roar because you turn into like animals. See something real quick. There we go. Cool. Oh, okay, so... Oh, it's actually 3 punches? Really? Because I haven't been hitting all 3 punches. Okay, so it's actually his Dragon Punch is what triggers the Ultra. Okay, and then there's stage Ultras. I know that's only certain stages. You have to be during certain, like, locations and all sorts of stuff. I'm not sure what they are, but I've watched Maximilian Dude stream Killer Instinct before, so I've seen them done, I just don't know what they are exactly. Ultimate. Huh, okay. Only performed an ultra combo when you're on your first life bar. Oh, so it's basically kind of like the humiliation, like Killer Instinct 1, you could do a humiliation finisher, like TJ Combo would make him dance if you basically had beaten them up and you were still on your first life bar. Yeah, the thing is, Fico, that by default in this game, it has auto combos turned on, so definitely turn that off, because there's like a Shadow mode or Shadow Lords mode, which makes you think the Castlevania Lords of Shadow game, but it's on by default. I had to go and turn that off, but like everything in the game keeps pushing the auto combos, which I hate auto combos, which is why I'm not really a fan of Dragon Ball FighterZ. It's like anytime you get auto combo games in there, it's like my brain just can't process it. Okay, but now I know at least that the Dragon Punch is what triggers the Ultra, so that's cool. And they just did a normal one there, so I don't know.
I'm afraid your path ends here.
Yeah, it's like you can combo mash in this game, like you can just like button mash and you'll get to a certain degree. But one of the things you start picking up on this game is like what attacks do what. So if you start seeing like these slower attacks, you know, it's heavy so it can break it easier. And in this game, what I was able to figure out is that, like, and I'm sure it tells you in the dojo mode, which I'm not going through because it's so freaking boring, like press forward, press back, good job for you, you get a gold star today. But if you don't finish your combo, you don't cash out on like all the damage you're doing. Basically, they have like recoverable health, kind of like Street Fighter, Ultra Street Fighter 4. If you were to do like a focus attack and you absorb damage, you have potential damage happening there, so as long as you don't get hit, you're fine. But if they hit you, like you lose it, it's like risk reward. In this game, if you don't finish your combo, it's like you are just like, you're losing a lot of, like you're not taking off a lot of damage of them, and they recover it quick. It's the classic Killer Instinct opener, linker, like auto doubler. No, what was it? Opener, auto double, linker, then finisher. Like the four things. I love the particle effects. I've been saying that all night, but the particle effects in this game are great. Be cool, man. Just be cool with me punching a robot. Don't think about like the damage I'm doing to my fists. Oh gosh, yeah, Street Fighter V is just... I did not like that game whatsoever. And there's people who do like it, and it's like, I am not one of them. Oh, tried to do it, screwed it up. It's like, I keep trying to do Ultra, and like, I swear I can't get it to
I'm
work.
afraid your path ends here.
Like, I want to do it, and then I screw it up when I'm not thinking about it, then I do it. Go figure. At least I saw Street Fighter Capcom finally got rid of the in-game ads that they were running for a while, like promoting their Capcom Cup, which is just so stupid, because I mean, ugh. Yeah, I can go on for a long time about Street Fighter V, and I have before in the past. Yes. Well, some people were really upset about that, but I'm like, okay, it's like they're fake, they're not real. That's fine. Like if they want to put their logo on it, it's fine. But the thing is though, like one, it was gaudy. It was like characters would have it like 3 or 4 places on them themselves. For me, it was more disrespectful, you know, disrespectful as American to have like Guile's American tattoos covered up with the Capcom logo. And then, like, every single time you'd start the game, like, in between a match, instead of loading screen, you saw the, hey, Capcom Cup, buy our crap. Pardon me, it's like, oh, come on, guys. You've bought the game. If you want to have crap like that in there, put it in a free-to-play version. Yeah, all you needed was, like, Jeff Keighley to pop in to promote his Doritos and everything else, really. Mountain Dew Gamer Fuel. Then we get the classic Killer Instinct music. Yeah, it's like they took out like the heaven symbol on the back of his gi and put it in the Capcom Cup. It's like, come on, guys. But I mean, if you were to have like a free-to-play version of the game, I can understand that having ads and everything else. That's fine. I'm cool with that. But I bought the game. I mean, one, it's garbage. I don't like it. I have given it an honest attempt to play Street Fighter V. I really have. According to Steam, I played it a total of, let's scroll down, because I don't have it installed anymore, 25 hours I tried to put into that game, just trying to, you know, learn it, get to like it, see if it grow on me, and it just doesn't at all. I mean, it started off with the 8 frames of input lag, which is unacceptable for any game. And then if you were using a 360 stick, you had another frame of lag added in, so that was 9 frames right away, because they didn't have a 360 stick when the game launched. And then if you're playing on a TV, you'd have whatever frames of lag you'd have on top of that. So some people were like running into trying to play the game with like 10 to 12 frames of input delay, which is absurd for a fighting game. You need to have like the fastest response time possible in order to fight. Even the pros were not a fan of it. I mean, it's basically they're kind of going along, as far as I can tell, you know, just because it's the game that Capcom's putting up money for. Input. There's actually like a database for video games, and I'm trying to find the exact things. I know Killer Instinct is pretty low. Let's see. Oh, they don't have it on this site. Okay. But I mean, it's like the other, about a month or so ago, I went back and I played Ultra Street Fighter 4, and that was friggin' fun. I mean, that was a lot of fun to play. It was fast, it was responsive, everything made sense, it was great. But like, Street Fighter 5 just dropped the ball. I mean, now it's actually playable. They've gotten the input lag down to 4 frames, which is exactly, it's like eventually 4.5, 4.6. Versus Ultra Street Fighter 4, which is like 4 frames, which is fine. I mean, you can still, it's still highly playable at that point now, but the combo system is just really weird. The game just did not work with me. Display lag, here we go. Yeah, so Killer Instinct basically is down to around 4 frames of lag, which is fine. It's why it feels so fast, because it pretty much is. It is. I mean, anytime you're like, you know, professional, like fighting game community type person, I mean, that is a huge risk. I mean, it's just, it's like making YouTube your job. It's like, that is, especially because like YouTube goes out of the way to screw over people constantly, content creators. It's like it's the only people I've seen like keep trying to actively kill their platform. But yeah, it's like anytime you have that, it's always a high risk. Let's see. So I'm gonna see, what is Orchid's default? Is it a retro? That looks really bizarre in newer graphics. Oh, okay. I want to check out something real quick. Let's go into practice. Try playing another character. I've only been playing Jago tonight because I remember Jago was kind of like your basic. It's kind of like Ryu in Street Fighter. It's like your basic, here's your starter character, learn how to play him type deal, and that's pretty much what I've been sticking up with him tonight. Let's try Orchid, because she was my main back in the day. And we'll pick her weird retro costume, why not? Stars and Stripes, okay. And then we got Eagle, Rom. We'll go with America for the alternate. It'd be better if those were like with glow sticks,
Target
sparklers, you know, 4th of July type deal.
This should be quick. Target spotted.
How did I even get this outfit on? I don't know.
This should be quick.
Ready. Fight.
Yeah. So one thing I really don't like about this is like the training mode's music is terrible. Yeah, by the way, it's like if you didn't notice, when you go to the the options, every time you move your cursor around, it plays from the original theme song. Listen. That is awesome. So what we're gonna do, get rid of the music. Bring back up everything so I can see it. That helps. And then play the actual Orchid's music from Killer Instinct. Because I have the Killer Cut CD. Alright. So let's see. From what I've heard, I think you can, I'm not sure if it's the Xbox version, but I think you can unlock the original soundtrack for this game. Okay, so she is radically changed. Remember, this is from the Killer Cuts soundtrack, so this is from the Super Nintendo release. I actually have the CD, I ripped it. So this came with the Super Nintendo version of the game, back when Nintendo was still censoring their games. I don't think they really listened to the soundtrack. Okay, so she is like, she doesn't have a fireball, doesn't have her charge. What are her moves? Special moves, here we go. Flick attack. Okay. Wow, okay, so Orchid in the original Killer Instinct was more of a charge character. Like, you'd have to charge back and forward and kick, and you do this move. So let's see if you can kind of do her old original combo. Let's see. Not really. Kind of. Okay, so you can do like a variation of her original combo like she was known for. Except for the timing's super strict. Yeah, so she is like radically changed from her original arcade days. Alright, pause menu theme. Oh wow. Well, this is actually a lot of fun, but I am slowly getting better. So we'll talk about that here in a second. Love the original Killer Instinct, but for now... we've reached the end of the stream. I am in a lot of pain, and as you may or may not be aware of, I am still fighting with C. diff and trying to recover from it. So yeah, there's things in, like, I need to talk with like actually it's like I'm being referred to an infectious diseases specialist because I have something you're not supposed to have. I haven't left the country or been hospitalized or anything like that, so we got to figure it out, because before that they can't do anything on my back until that gets taken care of, because if you get C. diff into your spine, it won't kill you, but it'll make your life even worse. So I am beat up, I'm still sick, but I am feeling better enough to stream, so I will probably be streaming again tomorrow. That's the plan, at least. Keep an eye, of course, on my Twitter, which is Wurzel555. So if I do stream or so, like I did tonight, I'll just post up like, hey, I'm going to stream. Be playing Yakuza 0 because I've been wanting to get to that game forever, and I keep saying I was going to do it when I get done with Metal Gear Solid series. So if I stream tomorrow, I'll be playing that again, starting it up for the first time. I've never played the Yakuza games except for the first game on PlayStation 2, like emulator, just to see if it worked for like 5-10 minutes, which it does. So I'll be playing Yakuza 0 maybe tomorrow and giving that a shot. I might come back to this game. This was a lot of fun to learn Killer Instinct. Might try going online and fighting against people then, but yeah, I've heard that a lot of people love Yakuza 0 and have recommended it to me. I bought it when it came out on Steam, but I just never got around to playing it. So thanks for hanging out. I definitely appreciate it. Morg, Nimix, thanks of course for hanging out again. Fico, Solveron was around here earlier, and also Friendly Tiger too. And anyone lurking, it's all cool. Thanks for watching me kind of figure out and learn this game. So maybe I'll see you guys tomorrow. So thanks for hanging out.